What do you do when somebody does something absolutely awful, but due to some legislative fuck-up, isn't actually against the law? Hey everybody, how's it going? You must have heard the news that came out of Florida this week. A man by the name of Jamel Dunn waded into a lake and started drowning. There happened to be 5 teenagers just chilling by the lake there where the guy was. And instead of, I don't know, helping the guy or calling 911 at least, they decided to pull out their cell phones and film the guy as he was dying. That's Andrew, by the way. Say hi, Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
These guys don't know you. And I don't have to put subtitles for you.
English channel?
That's the English. I've been talking in English for the last 5 minutes. What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe you speak English to your Portuguese guys.
Where was I? So yeah, they decided to film the guy as he was dying and put this up on YouTube, because if you're gonna do something terrible, why not create evidence against yourself and make that readily available? It's just, and adding insult to injury, well, that's exactly what they did. They made fun of the guy. Check that out.
Yes, get in the water?
Yeah, he just got in.
And started swimming?
You
junkie! Get out the water, you gon' die! Look at that gator coming towards you, man!
Buddy.
We not finna help y'all. You finna got in!
Bro, drowning, what the heck?
Ain't nobody finna help you, you dumb enough got in there.
Yeah, buddy off that 40.
Hell yeah, Brian, he off the 40.
Yeah, where he at? Hey, buddy off that
85, bitch.
Yeah, these people are fucking psychos, or at least 4 of the 5 were, because one guy, you can clearly tell from the footage, wasn't really feeling okay with that, but maybe, you know, the peer pressure, the mob mentality, he didn't really do much to help the guy. And police have found these criminal masterminds because, like I said, they fucking posted this on YouTube themselves. But here's the conundrum. In the state of Florida, there is no law that makes you legally responsible for rendering care, for rendering help to somebody who's in an emergency situation. You don't have to physically help them. You don't even have to call 911. By law, you don't have to call 911 if you see somebody on the side of the road bleeding to death. That's kind of fucked, but that's the way it works in Florida. Of course, investigators were not happy with that outcome, so they started to look through the books to see if there's anything at all that these kids did that would justify a trip to the courthouse, and they found something. There is one law that says that if you have knowledge of a dead body and you don't notify the medical examiner, that in and of itself is a crime, or actually it's a misdemeanor. So they're gonna get it worse, and from what I can tell here, it's only one of them who's being charged with this. They're gonna get charged with a slap on the wrist. I doubt they'll see jail time for this at all. So that's kind of fucked, and it made me think, right? Because now they want to change this law. The family, understandably, is outraged at at how somebody could do this. Somebody could see somebody fucking dying right in front of them, and not only not help, but also make fun of the guy. So there's going to be a push to change the legislation in Florida to make this a crime, to make it so that, like in many other places, if you see somebody and they need help, you are legally obligated to, at the very least, contact 911 and try to get this guy some help. And that got me thinking, right? Because these days, I'm not gonna say I'm an anarchist or anything like that, but I'm leaning more towards the I don't like the government telling me what to do side of the argument on almost every single issue there is. I just don't like that. I find myself identifying with classic liberals and with libertarians a lot more now than, say, 2 years ago. Maybe because now I'm paying more taxes and it fucking sucks. So that's probably it's a very selfish way to develop these principles, but I'm just being honest. Keep your hand out of my fucking wallet. I actually have to, I still haven't done my taxes, by the way. They were due, I think, in April. Anyway, so here's the dilemma, right? Because myself, as a non-psychopath human being, I think, yes, we should have a law that forces people to at the very least call for help if somebody is in need of help, and that punishes people who don't do that. But at the same time, I realize that that could be a slippery slope. What if I have to help people in other ways that don't mean helping them when they're in direct risk of dying? So I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I know that I want this to be a law. That should be the law everywhere, I think, because I put myself in the guy's position, in the family's position of can you imagine if a family member of yours dies like this? And I imagine drowning is probably one of the worst ways to go. And there's footage of him dying with commentary track of people, laughing at your, whatever, your spouse, your son, your dad fucking drowning. So there's no, the logical side of me. I can't say like, no, don't tread on me. I don't want laws telling me what to do. But at the same time, it seems monstrous that we don't have a way to, at the very least, punish these fucking scumbags. So I'm torn on this. It goes against my principles to want the government to say, you right there, go there and do this thing that has nothing to do with you. But at the same time, it doesn't seem right in civilized society that somebody could do something like this and just fucking walk away scot-free. And I know it's not going to be entirely scot-free because the market has its ways of evening things out. So these scumbags most likely, actually no, not even, because I was gonna say that maybe it's gonna be harder for them to find jobs or anything like that, but if I'm reading this right, the majority of them were teenagers who cannot be named. One of them has, let me see here, has he even? I don't even know, I don't think so. So yeah, no, see, we can't trust the market to decide all things because you got situations like this. These guys move to another, I don't know, city, and if their names haven't been published, then nothing fucking happens. So yes, I think personally, despite my belief that the individual, the citizen should be left alone and the government should do the absolute minimum, maybe this is the absolute minimum. Calling 911 when somebody needs help, I'm gonna say that's pretty minimal. Anyway, if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. I do these videos, I don't know, maybe like twice a week. I'm trying now, anyway. And that's everything for today. I'll see you guys next time.